Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time for you to have some fun, baby. Welcome to your shadow season, Leo season 2024, baby. And it's time for you to let some light in amidst your shadow season. Hello, Aquarius. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. What I mean by shadow season is that you, as an Aquarius sun, your opposite is Leo. I understand this is for the Sun, Moon, and Rising as well. So not all of you are in your shadow season per se, but even regardless of the placement that you have, Aquarius, it's time to have fun. You have Pluto retrograde in your sign right now, and your other one of your ruling planets, Saturn, is retrograde in Pisces, and Uranus is in Taurus still until next year. And that was what came up for you guys. It's like, it's time to play. It's time to have fun. Like, you've been so fucking serious and things have been so serious that there's something about learning learning how much faith is mixed up in your ability to play. When you just let go, let God, let go, let the universe, let go, let source. There's something magical about that. And you've got Pluto, the planet of ordeals and the transformations that arise from them, retrograde, which means you need to evaluate your relationship to ordeals and how you handle them and how easily things can shake you up and make you anxious and freak you out. There's not a lot of faith in those emotional responses. And it's like, it's time to quit playing with no, it's time to play, but it's like time to quit playing with the faithlessness or the hopelessness. You are the sign of hope, wishes, friends in higher places, of community. So hydrate, light it if you got it. I'm ready to go in. It's Leo season, fixed fire, the season of I will, and it's very chop chop, let's go. The rest of the signs got their fucking all the signs before you got their ass handed to them. From Leo to Capricorn got their ass handed to them. And I'm sorry, it's not my fault. But like, I just feel very gentle and soft and playful and sweet with you guys, and I feel like that's the energy that you need to give yourself. So as we relax as we create a safe space, welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for not the mic cutting off during prayer. Come on, Jesus. Like, all the other signs, I've been talking about how I'm having trust issues with this fucking mic, and it's my fault for not charging it enough. But anyway, welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024, baby. I apologize for all the weird noises that this may make. I gotta switch this clip over, and I need to go charge that mic immediately. My trust issues, technology have been on fleek, as we used to say. But I do feel like there could be something about you building a new relationship with technology. I said that for somebody else. That may be, I think I said that for Leo, actually. So, either way, let's go in. Saturn is retrograde, I believe, until November. Uranus, your other ruling planet, is in Taurus until, I want to say, March or July 2025. I gotta like make sure the fucking green light is on. Anyway, and that could be something about like paying attention to technology, paying attention to like how you're developing something, spending more time with technology in a more productive way, in a useful way, making sure that you're using it to your advantage, not allowing it to distract you and like doom scrolling. There could just be something about an overhaul in your relationship to technology. So peep game there. Be sure to check out on August 19th, we have the full moon in your sign in Aquarius, and it's giving the full energy. It's giving the full vibes. Go check out the Leo season astrology video that I dropped. It has all the important astrological dates and aspects that you need to pay attention to. All right, let's go in for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising for Leo season 2024. Asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius. I'm also filming this on the full moon in Capricorn. So the first card that I actually saw was the Hangman reversed, and I like this. This is Saturn retrograde in Pisces. It is the Hangman reversed, and the Eight of Wands reversed came out. Slow the fuck down. Have some fun. Quit being so mean to yourself. Quit being so harsh on yourself. I feel like you guys are getting unstuck. This halo around his head, there's like some big, that's Leo energy. There's some big like enlightening realizations, aha moments that are coming in. And there's something around, I feel like, the release of some big time guilt or shame, or a releasing of the past, a new cycle in your connection to your subconscious mind. Also being done with like needing things to be on your timing. There's something about you starting to just relax, baby, chill, leaning in, man spreading, leaning into divine timing, leaning into trusting that everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. Stop trying to rush things or force things or just move for the sake of movement, act for the sake of action. It's really important to let go of the tension. Pluto in your sign for the next fucking 20 years. Okay, well, Pluto leaves in September and then comes back full time in November 2024. We all know what happens in November 2024. Pluto hasn't been in Aquarius since the American Revolution and in the 1700s. You connect the dots. So in some sort of a way, there is some variation of a revolution that's brewing inside of you on the micro, and that's also being externally experienced on the macro. I feel like there may be some shift in a relationship with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces placements. I feel like also with the way that these cards, like the way that this influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy, I feel like someone's coming to the rescue. Someone's coming to help. They may be very fiery. They may be very adventurous, maybe like a very, like a free spirit in some sort of way. Someone coming in who's going to help, like notice like, yo, you see the way that you're like treating yourself or talking to yourself? Like what's going on with that? What's going on with how you like be stringing yourself up? You know, what's going on with your level of enlightenment? What's going on? There is like an influx of energy, or someone is finally opposing what you know about yourself to be true. The transiting sun opposing your natal sun. And I just feel like there's this out with the old version of you, in with the new version of you. And it has, that's why I kept getting like that full moon in Aquarius. It's giving the Fool card energy. And that's like new potential, new adventure. Making sure that you're allowing for like calculated risks. I feel like don't be stupid, don't be a literal fool. Let yourself be playful and lighthearted and adventurous, but don't be dumb, you know? Um, so let's keep going for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. It's so interesting how different the energy is with you guys than it was for the first 6 signs that I read for. There we go. Center of the reading is the Knight of Swords, and this is you guys rushing into a new thought process. There is a radical change in the mind that's coming in, and I feel like Aquarius having Pluto until September is really lighting you the fuck up. It's giving you some audacity. It's giving you some big insight, big true truths coming through. Like you really seeing who you are, the power that you possess, your ability to be authoritative. And it may start coming out as aggression. It may, like, all of a sudden you start to notice you're way more assertive or a smidge aggressive, possibly. And I like that. I'm here for it, for you guys, because I feel like you're about to be standing up for yourself, like really letting go, getting out of this kind of meek or mild or like standoffish kind of vibe, possibly. The Knight of Swords just is a warning, just think before you speak. Like, and you guys don't have an issue with that, I feel like, but there is something around, like you can be direct without being a dick, you know? And so that's how that feels. Let yourself be direct, but also be careful, like going so hard in the paint to get a point across. Be careful of being rash or harsh or too cold. The Knight of Swords is the only knight that is actively engaged in battle. And so I feel like some of you are going to be experiencing some opposition. You're going to need to learn how to stand up for yourself, really need how to learn how to carry yourselves amidst confrontation, how to operate amidst opposition, you know? And I feel like there's something like you're ready to go to war for. There may be somebody else. They may have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that is down to go to war for you and or with you. And I just feel like you're being very much so divinely guided to like experience a new pace of life. And I love that. I'm here for it. Nice. 6 of Swords. Lots of, well, not lots, but 6 of Swords coming out. It kind of came out reversed. It kind of did. It was kind of on its side, kind of reversed. So maybe some of you were thinking about moving. Some of you may be thinking about turning your back on. I feel like there's some scenario where like you go in, you say what you need to say, and then you dip, skirt, like truth teller, and then I leave. I feel like there's harmony that wants to be established in the realm of your mind. And therefore harmony that gets established by way of your words. So it's really important for you to not be uncalculated in what you're saying, but more like free with the tongue. And I know that that's kind of a difficult balance, but it really isn't. Like when you just listening to yourself, when you need to go hard, when you need to go in, say what needs to be fucking said. You know when you need to be, you know the setting when you need to be delicate and when you need to be, demure, I'll say. The 6 of Swords says there's some, in order to experience harmony, there's some sort of a situation or at least a thought process that you're needing to get yourself out of. Take what is of value and leave. Eat the meat, leave the bones. Final card, final message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. for Leo season 2024. The Fool reversed with the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I knew that Fool energy was close to you guys. So yet again, there's been a little trend. Only two major arcana. I haven't had more than two major arcana. Sorry. I haven't had more than two major arcana come out for a sign in Leo season yet. And for you, it's at the beginning, it's at the end. So as soon as Leo season starts, I feel like there is this like release of shame, release of your tongue, a new understanding in your subconscious mind, a shift in this connection. The first thing I feel like to be clarified on the Selenite throne, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is like your relationship to freedom. What do you need to break free from? What shame do you need to get up out of you? What guilt do you need to get up out of you? What self-limiting beliefs, or what ways are you holding yourself back? What is your relationship to freedom? And does somebody need to come in and save you, or can you save yourself? Does someone need to stand up for you, or do you know how to stand up for yourself? There is a huge change. Like this feels like a big radical change in how you think, how you speak. Mars, our drive, our motivation, the way we take up space, is hanging out in Gemini. And I feel like it's pushing the collective to take on a brand new thought process, to update the lens that we're looking at our life and the world through. There's like new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating, new ways to educate ourselves. I feel like some of you also have very good inventive ideas and you're needing to start acting on them. Stop letting the ideas stay ideas. The dream stays a fucking dream until action is taken. And so there is something about new action, new activity that's required for you that's going to put you in this position to really move forward. But I feel like a lot of you are questioning yourselves. With the Fool reversed, you just like aren't maybe trusting yourself. And that means that, like I said before, you're needing to reevaluate your relationship to faith. With the Fool reversed, there may be some, this is an Aquarian card. People always consider it an Aries card, but they only consider it an Aries card because it is the first card of the major arcana. But this card is ruled by Uranus. The Fool is an Aquarius card. And so there's something here about, why are you holding yourself back from taking this leap of faith? The Sun, which rules Leo, is going to be opposing your natal sun for you Aquarian suns. And there's something here about this like updated connection to like how you're guided. Who is guiding you? Whose guidance are you taking? Who are you listening to? Are you listening to your logic, or are you listening to the divine? There's this brand new chapter, and I feel like y'all are so afraid to take this leap of faith. And that means there's a lack of faith. So like, what's going on, and what do you need to study or do or get quiet and connect to so that you can like re-up your internal reservoir of faith? I feel like it's really important in Leo season for you to be doing grounding rituals, grounding techniques, feet bare in the grass, whatever grounding, meditations on YouTube, eating grounding foods, potatoes, roots, things of that nature, things that are like of the earth, that come from the earth. It's really important for you to build a relationship to grounding. Some of you are still, there's something about like a dog. I feel like because he's got his little pup here, some of you like are still healing from, or there may be a situation where like someone takes the animal, or someone like you broke up and someone else has the animal, or some of you maybe lost your animal, like they ran away. Some of you, maybe you're still recovering from like the grief of losing an animal, and that has held you back from really going forward, when it feels like for those of you who lost this animal, that was a catalyst, an on purpose catalyst to like, and that the energy of the spirit of the dog is like, go for it. What are you doing? Shoot your fucking shot. I love you. You didn't need me. You didn't need me to keep you safe or to keep you company. So I had to leave. It's almost like, I don't know where this is coming from. I'm channeling someone's fucking dog, and it's like, I had to leave so that you would finally move forward. You were using me as a crutch. I had to leave. I love you, but I've done my part. I've played my role. Now it's time for you to do yours. Now it's your turn to go, to reconnect to your higher self, reconnect to faith, to offload all this, offload the emotional baggage, get out of these situations that you know you shouldn't be in, turn your back on these situations and these thought processes that you know you shouldn't be in anymore, and get yourself to the point where you're traveling light. All you got is your knapsack. All you have is the essentials. And trust and believe, I'm behind you. I'm in spirit. I'm cheering you the fuck on. You got this. That's so strange. I don't know if I've ever channeled a animal in one of these readings. Bottom of the deck is the Four of... Ooh, okay, we get into the plunge a little bit, and I hope to see you over there on Patreon, patreon.com. Let there be motherfucking light. Let there be light. In the name of the Most High. And that's interesting because we're in your shadow season, and I'm saying when you just let go and you connect to the Most High, you connect to the God of your understanding, the light bulb comes on, the aha moment comes in. When you let yourself relax, when you go to source versus going to your mind, there will be big aha moments that come in. But like I was saying, over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything, we're going to be clarifying all of these cards. Join my ethical cult. If you have commitment issues, it's cool because I'm going to be selling them all individually. So you can buy your sun, moon, and rising if you would like. But there's that. And then for free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. I know you see the nails, the Leo season fixed fire nails. But like I was saying, we're going a little bit into the plunge here, but I got to show you this. Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and then the King of Swords. You allow yourself to get still. You connect with the God of your understanding. You consistently put yourself in a place of reverence. You start being diligent about your faith, being diligent about taking care of your mental health, being diligent about taking care or tending to your spiritual practices or developing your spiritual practices. And then all of a sudden there's all this financial security. There's all this like a boost in your self-worth. There's all this mastery that comes in the realm of your mind. You go from the Knight of Swords, to the King of Swords. You're leveling the fuck up. And then love can come in. Romance, the ooey gooey can come in. So, hydrate. Over on the plunge, we'll be able to look at these cards, and you can see there are these little spurts of linear thinking that you're going to start to notice and realize that's what's holding you back. Actually a Gemini that said this, and I've said this before, but it's one of my favorite quotes. Shout out Rev Fam and Amber Khan. I hope I never forget this quote, but she says, I often wonder what my life would look like if I needed things to make sense before I did them. That's a whole nother level of faith. And I pray that you get there. Let's look at these cards. Let's get fucking into it. I love you. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.